LA Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh favored by 1.5. The over-under in this one is 35.5. Thoughts on this one?
I'm going to take Pittsburgh at home in this one. I think it's going to be one of those kind of ugly ground and pound games, right? It's just going to be old fashioned football of whose offensive line can kind of place their will over the other team's defensive line. So definitely how Harbaugh wants it, and really um, how Mike Tomlin wants it right now as well. So uh, I'm 35.5. I am going to say the under in this matchup. Just neither offense has really given me a reason to feel like they're going to jump off the board for 24 points and really push that over. So we're going to say the under, but it's going to be pretty close to it. And Pittsburgh at home. Why not?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of right there with you. Except I am going to, I think, lean. I think I'm going to lean with the Chargers in this one. Right, they ended up staying in staying on the East Coast after the game last week. So we don't. Hopefully, we won't necessarily see the same struggles that we've seen with these West Coast teams heading east for those early window games on Sunday morning. The Chargers have been kind of notorious for that in the past there. So I don't think we see that one happen. And I do think that the Chargers have certainly been kind of on a bit of a tear, right? New regime, new things kind of shaping up there. So I do like the Chargers to cover this. I do like the under to come into play. Right, this is one that I don't know that I trust either team to put up more than 18 points. So with neither team putting up 18, I'm going to lean on that under there. One of the props that I really like was J.K. Dobbins over the 53.5 rushing yards on this one, right? We've just seen him come off of back-to-back games, well over 100 yards. He's been hyper efficient. That the team is certainly doing a lot in the groundwork there, and I think that we see some of that continue. So wouldn't surprise me if we see J.K. Dobbins with another over rushing performance in this one.
No, that makes a ton of sense. One that I really liked this game was George Pickens over 47 and a half receiving yards. Um, Obviously, the Pittsburgh passing attack is not extremely dynamic, but Justin Fields has done a good job looking Pickens' way, right? Had a little bit of a tougher matchup against Sertan last week. I think this eases up for him here this week back at home, having the crowd behind you and whatnot. So I think Pickens gets this total fairly easily. I wouldn't be surprised to see him with upwards, close to 60 yards instead of the 47.5.